GM has recently revealed its various brands' electric vehicle plans in its 10th sustainability report. And one of the most notable projects is Chevrolet's BET truck. Apparently, Chevy is working on its first full-size electric pickup truck, and it will have the capability to run over 400 miles on a single charge. That's pretty much all GM revealed about it, and as Autoblog notes, it's unclear if the EV will be an electrified Silverado or a new model altogether. A rumor went around last year that GM will release its first electric truck in 2021, but it's unclear if it's this particular model. It's also not clear if the truck mentioned in the report will be one of the 20 electric vehicles GM vowed would be on the road by 2023. GM made the commitment to roll out a substantial number of EVs by the mid-2020s a few years back in hopes that its brand's lineup will be mostly electric come 2030. Earlier this year, the automaker announced that it's investing $2.2 billion into turning its Detroit facility into its first assembly plant that's completely devoted to EVs. In addition to a full-size electric truck, GM also revealed its other brands' plans in the report. Chevrolet is releasing a mid-size electric SUV and a Bolt with an SUV design. I'm guessing that's going to be like a crossover. Cadillac is working on two different three-row luxury electric SUVs and the previously announced electric Selectic statement vehicle. Finally, GMC is developing an electric Hummer, while Buick will release an all-electric SUV and a compact utility vehicle too. Hackers hijacked the Twitter accounts of some of America's wealthiest people, prominent politicians, as well as established brands in an extraordinary security lapse recently. Twitter accounts belonging to former President Barack Obama, Vice President Joe Biden, billionaires like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk sent out messages promising Bitcoin payments as part of a scam that unfolded recently. The size of the hack seemed to multiply by the minute, with more and more business leaders and companies known for their security measures, including Apple, sharing similar messages to their millions of followers. All told, the messages raised serious concerns about both the security protocols of America's iconic businesses and those of their leaders, along with the practices of Twitter that may have led to the hacking. Shortly after 3 p.m. on the day, as part of its attempt to fix the problem, Twitter temporarily suspended verified accounts' abilities to post tweets and reset their passwords. Around 3 hours later, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey said he felt, quote, terrible about the breach and promised a full investigation. Tough day for us at Twitter. We all feel terrible this happened, Dorsey tweeted. We're diagnosing and we'll share everything we learn when we have a more complete understanding of exactly what happened. Twitter said late Wednesday that the investigation was ongoing, but that the company was subject to a coordinated social engineering attack by people who successfully targeted some of our employees with access to internal systems and tools. The perpetrators then used that access to tweet on behalf of the high-profile figures, Twitter said. Musk and Gates were some of the first to appear corrupted. Within about an hour, Kanye West, who has almost 30 million followers, was telling his fans that he would double up to $10 million in Bitcoin payments sent to his account. Many of the tweets were deleted within minutes of posting, but the breach only seemed to stop after Twitter temporarily shut down verified accounts. Several accounts for entities that serve as the infrastructure of the cryptocurrency economy, such as Binance and Coinbase, were also affected. It's not uncommon for Bitcoin scammers to use Twitter to impersonate high-profile people in attempts to rake in virtual currencies. These scams, though, tend to be more isolated captures of individual accounts. The only other Twitter breach that could be seen as remotely as sensitive as the recent one was the hacking of Dorsey, whose account sent out tweets supporting white supremacy last August. But that incident was not nearly as extensive as what occurred recently. Sony has confirmed that it will provide plenty of notice to us before it opens its pre-orders for the PS5. Thank you very much for that. The announcement comes from the head of PlayStation Worldwide Marketing, Eric Lempel, who was interviewed by Jeff Keighley following the recent, otherwise relatively unilluminating DualSense controller stream. When Keighley asked for a comment on a recent flurry of rumors that Sony is planning to press a button and launch PS5 orders imminently, Lempel responded, "No, definitely not now. We don't know what happened there. We had nothing to do with it. I got a message from someone saying people were lining up at stores and we had no idea why." Lempel added, "It's safe to say Sony will let those intending to purchase a PS5 know when pre-orders will happen. It's not going to happen within a minute's notice. We're going to, at some point, let you know when you can pre-order a PS5, so please don't feel like you have to go run and line up anywhere until you receive an official notice on how it will all work." Unfortunately, Lempel didn't seem to be willing to let us know exactly when that would happen. Of course, if recent reports that Sony is ramping up production of the PS5 to meet demand prove to be accurate, getting a pre-order in straight away may not be an absolute necessity in order to secure one at launch. But it's always nice to know that there's a bit of warning coming our way. Given the PS5's holiday 2020 release window is rapidly approaching, it feels like we shouldn't have to wait too much longer to hear more. Sony and Microsoft appear to be playing a game of chicken when it comes to revealing the release dates and prices of their respective next-gen consoles. However, there have been reports that Sony has another state of play planned for August, and separate reports that in the same month, Microsoft intends to reveal the rumored Xbox Series S. That's a cheaper digital-only alternative to the flagship console. It's possible then that August will bring some more of the big details that we've been, well, not so patiently waiting for.